Well, first of all, I think I saw my career pan out very differently when I was in university. The common career trajectory of a teacher in Malaysia would be like, you could get sent to a good school, yeah, you become a master teacher, or you do your masters, then you do your PhD, you go on to higher education, and so that was the usual trajectory. But I think throughout my life, I think what my parents taught me was a lot of the things that you do, and in everything that you do, you need to put your heart and your passion in it. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, when I was in university studying to become a teacher, I never found that. Although I did really well understanding the theoretical and the methodological aspects of teaching and learning, I never found my heart. But things changed dramatically. I was expecting to go to a usual school, but when I was sent to this rural indigenous school, in the first 3 months I lived, I have to be very honest with you, I thought of quitting right away because of the challenges. I know, it's been recorded in research in media that indigenous schools or rural schools are often associated with the lack of accessibility, the lack of infrastructure. But what I saw was the biggest problem, like you mentioned earlier on, was the stigma. And I think that kind of like changed. It made me feel that it was just a challenge that was too hard to overcome. Because if you don't have infrastructure, you buy infrastructure, right? If you don't have computers, you will get computers. But if you want to change one's mindset, one's expectations, or you want to change that environment, it was really, really hard. So I thought I could not do it. But what changed, I think the turning point for me was as I dived into the livelihoods of my children, my students, I call them my children, the community, the indigenous community. My life changed first. My perspectives of what it meant to be an educator changed first. It was not just about someone going into a classroom to teach a subject or to finish a curriculum or to teach based on a textbook. It's about changing lives. And they changed my life first. So from that moment onwards, I saw that the main idea of teaching and learning is to make it relevant and to make it meaningful. And from that moment onwards, I think there was just no turning back for me. So I did it all. I think the hero of my story, I can just say it right now, it's not about me, it's about children, it's about students, it's about communities like this that has often been marginalized, overlooked, and we go in with the idea that we know what to do instead of just going to communities and listening to them, talking to them, and understanding them.